The life and times of Pa Olaiwola Olagunju, aka FATAI Rolling Dollar, could be likened to watching a movie where the actor, having passed through thick and thin, later becomes the hero. Nigerian veteran FATAI Rolling Dollar was born on the 22nd of July 1926 to the family of late Chief Olagunju in Ede, Osun State. He started his musical career in 1953 and has trained many professional musicians such as evangelist Ebenezer Obey, Bob Aladeni, amongst others. His brand of music evolved after being discharged from the Marines, meeting two people in 1953 who played major parts in the breakthrough of his professional music career. Master guitarist J.O. Araba and tenor saxophonist Ishola Willie Payne teamed up with FATAI's throaty tenor and original drum beats to form the musical group J.O. Araba and his Rhythm Blues. In 1957, he formed an 8-piece band called FATAI Rolling Dollar and his African Rhythm Band, and they recorded several 7-inch vinyl singles for Philips West Africa Records. In this lineup was a young budding star Ebenezer Obey, who played maracas in the band.
Way back in the 60s, when I was playing in Ibadan, I come to play in Lagos, travel the whole Nigeria, and we knew each other. And when there was problem in West, during the army taking over and stuff like that, before, so Ibadan, all those clubs were closed because there's curfew from 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. So that means we musicians cannot eat, we cannot play. So a lot of us moved to Lagos. So we moved to Boundary Hotel, and by that time, FATAI has his group there, and Ebenezer Obey and others was working with FATAI, and that's how we met.
Success, however, didn't last for too long because in the late 60s and early 70s, drum beats of the Nigerian Civil War sounded, and activist musicians such as Fela Kuti were constantly fretted away for interrogation and routinely harassed. On the night of February 18, 1977, Fela experienced the full wrath of the military in power when his self-proclaimed Kalakuta Republic in Moshalashi Yaba was razed to the ground. FATAI Rolling Dollar, who lived 3 doors away from the Afrobeat icon, lost his entire possessions, including a Peugeot 405 and musical instruments in the inferno that engulfed both his house and Fela's home. Having lost his entire means of livelihood and shelter, FATAI and his wife and 5 children relocated a few miles away to squalid accommodation space in the growing slum area of Mushin, where she passed away from a brief illness. Pa Rolling Dollar played music throughout his lifetime and traveled far and wide, touring Europe and even America alongside Dr. Orlando Julius, preaching the gospel of music.
He was rehearsing with us. So when we go to play a gig, he will go with us to that gig. So my band too was very, happy to meet him. So we've done some recordings with him. We've done a lot of recordings too, and he has gone to a lot of shows. When I go, another man go come, I say you go well. I get you today.
Today, Rolling Dollar was one of the oldest musicians still playing active music at the age of 86 and was one of the pioneers of Juju music genre in Nigeria. It had long seemed like Rolling Dollar was in the nightfall of his career, but he took many by surprise in the Nigerian scene as he stormed back in 2004 with his hit song Wonkere Si Nombawa, which became the anthem of young and old. Also, the song was used as a signature tune for some brand commercials.
He
was a one person to be around. He made you feel like music did this. Music was responsible for his countenance, you know, his good health, all the excitement that he exudes. I heard someone joke one time that, you know, at an event, that people who make music, you know, who really are into the music, sometimes have the blessing of you know, not aging, and to a certain degree I can relate with that.
FATAI is a father, is a veteran musician, as we all know. I know him as a daily person, and has been there.
Baba is an inspiration. Baba is somebody that appreciates good things. Baba is a very religious man. You know, I remember when Baba used to tell me, that was about, you know, 6 months ago, Baba said, you know what, Idris? I said, what? He said, I'm happy the kind of life that he was living. I was like, what do you mean, Baba? He said he prays every day for the past 30 years that when he's going to die, that he just want to die peacefully, you know, and that he appreciates everything that God has done.
One good thing going for FATAI Rolling Dollar is that he had very good relationship with all the actors. It's not peculiar to anybody. It had nothing to do with anybody, but I was somewhat very close and warm towards him.
FATAI Rolling Dollar is somebody that from when I was growing up, I used to hear about him, and when I saw him in Mushi, I had a lot about him, that I want to do a song with him one day that will immortalize him. And he's somebody that, apart from his age, is a down-to-earth man. He takes me as his son. Sometimes if he doesn't see me for some time, he will call me, what happened, that he has not heard from me. So, in short, there's a lot to say about him that I cannot say now.
He died leaving 16 children after marrying longtime screen goddess of Yoruba home movies, Bumi Akimbo Gold. He had been involved with 2 other women apart from his very first wife, who died in 1999. One is a German and the other from Ibadan. FATAI died of cancer after a long and fruitful life. He was known to be jovial, humble, and a legend that will be missed.
If I do you body, if I do you body, God go, yeah.
Baba yato. Only dollar. Baba is somebody that he might be old, but is young at heart. That's what I miss about him, because you can't tell Baba that he's old. He will not agree with you because he believes that life is just beginning now for him. I'm going to miss him a lot. Only dollar. I'm going to miss him a lot.
I remembered when I wanted to celebrate my 3 decades on stage. I didn't know that was the last time I would see him. The celebration took place in April, and I remember going to his house. When I got there, I met him at the gate. He was sitting at the main gate of the estate. I gave him an invitation card and I said, Baba, you have to be at this occasion because you have to come and sing Wonkere Si Nombawa for me. He said, Stella, oh God, I'm going to Paris and I'll be going to US from there. But I'll try, I'll do everything I can to get back. Oh God, I have to be at your show. So I said, Baba, you promised me. So he took his phone and recorded the date of the show. But he never came back for the show. He got sick and wasn't able to come back for the show.
Yeah, we miss him a lot because Nigeria, you know, lost a very big person. He is a great musician.
Òṣì ni mo sọ. Ẹni fún pátẹ́lẹ̀ ní ibùjẹ